Greetings everyone, Joseph James here from SchoolOfTrade.com. February 3rd, 2010. Here's your live trading recap. Before we talk about the trades we took today, let's talk about some of the important links here. If you guys are watching this video right now on our YouTube page, you'll see three important links. The first link, we record our live trade room sessions every day. We post the highlights on our blog every Friday afternoon. Second link, that's our 12-month track record. So of course you can see the last 12 months of our trading activity. And the third link, guys, that's your free 3-week trial. We'll give you guys free 3 weeks. Come out and join us in our live trade room. So 1, 2, 3 important links, guys, in the description of this video on our YouTube page. Let's keep moving. 4 total trades today, guys. 1 on gold, 2 on crude, 1 on the Russell. As you guys can see, 59 ticks, 590 USD today, guys. That brings us well over $10,000 here for the year of 2010. It takes up to $1,300, guys, in the month of February. We'll keep you guys posted throughout the rest of the month. What was the most important thing that we learned today, guys? Well, I think what the most important thing is we learned to identify the market first. When we opened up our chart this morning at 7:45 Eastern Time, did we know what to expect? Well, did we know what was going to be lying ahead today? I think the market gave us a couple clues, right? The market gives us clues all day long. But most importantly, when we open up our charts right when we're getting ready to start trading today, that's when the market's going to give us the most important clues. So we know what to expect for the rest of the morning. Now today, the market gave us red pace of a tape, flat trigger lines, a couple news events later on this week that we had to be worried about. So we knew this morning, by looking at the market this morning, we knew exactly what to expect the rest of the day. But guys, if we weren't paying attention though, we may have confused this morning for being something different. And of course, once we identify, then we'll adjust accordingly. Just like if I was to go to the doctor, right? If I was to go to the doctor and tell you, Doc, I got a headache, your doctor's not going to simply schedule you for surgery, right? The doctor's going to try to figure out what's wrong. Why is your head hurting? Well, that's exactly what we're trying to do in the markets. We open up our charts, the first things first, right? Identify. What type of market do I see this morning? Do I have red pace of a tape? That means low volume. Do I have green pace of a tape? That means high volume. How about my trigger lines? Are we seeing flat line trigger lines? That means there's no trend. That's not a very good thing to see. Or do we have nice steep slopes to our trigger lines, right? Are they moving up or moving down? That means a trending market. That's good to see. Another thing to look at is, do we have any news events? Any news events today, tomorrow, or Friday? Well, of course, today we knew we had, of course, jobless claims tomorrow, non-farm payrolls on Friday. Today we had crude oil inventories, we had employment number at 8:15, so we had a lot to be concerned about as far as news events go as well. Once I identify the market, I then need to identify the type of news events. Set my alarm so I can properly budget my time and avoid trading around those news events. The whole process needs to be done when we first get started. Know what to expect today. Identify the market and then adjust accordingly. So once we know what to expect, we can then plan ahead. And of course today was no different. We saw flat trigger lines, red pace of a tape. We knew we had the non-farm payrolls number coming out on Friday. We had Obama speaking again this morning. So there was some things here this morning, obviously, that had us kind of concerned before we ever started watching price action. We knew what to expect today. We were aggressive with our defense. We had to wait patiently. And of course, you can see, guys, we took 4 trades, 4 winners. Now, we'd love to see a day full of winners here, but I would have traded a day with a couple losses for a day that would have had some larger winners. You can see, guys, plus 12, plus 10, plus 10. We had that one big winner there on crude for 21 ticks, but for the most part, didn't see much follow through. Lots of choppy price action, lots of these breakers and 2 steps today, guys, as the market went back and forth, up and down. Starting off here, guys, first on gold. We had our short-term trend was up. Now, as you can see, guys, this is at 9:55, so it was right before that 10 o'clock news this morning. Short-term trend up. You can tell that by looking at my trigger line. Nice steep slope to that trigger line. Now, of course, once we break above this 11.17.9, right? We make our swing high here, 11.18 even. Once we break above that swing high, that's called our breaker pattern, trading with the trend. I have a first target of plus 4. Once I fill that first target of plus 4, I'll take 2 off at 4, move my stop to entry plus 1, lock out all that risk. That way this winner can't reverse against me. As you can see, it did, right? Came right back down, reversed right against us, guys, and we, of course, got stopped out at plus 3. So we took our first profit target at plus 4, stopped to entry plus 1, and then you can see here, it got kind of funky around this 18 even level, and so we got filled up plus 3 for our stop. So we got kind of a lucky bounce on the stop. That's, of course, 14 ticks, 2 off at 4, 2 off at 3, 8 plus 6, 14, or 140 USD. So our first trade of the morning before our 10 o'clock news this morning, a breaker pattern long here on the gold. As you can see, nothing big yet, of course. Next trade on crude here was a nice big winner, though. We finally got the buyers and the sellers to get moving in one direction here. Of course, we haven't seen much trending this morning as well. So we see sideways markets. We expect things are going to be choppy. We don't expect these big winning trades. So we are what? We're aggressive with our defense. Take that profit out of the market, stick it in your back pocket, save it for a rainy day. today. You'll need it in the future, trust me. Now back here, guys, on the crude. Now this was, of course, first trade at 10 o'clock. Then we had to wait a full hour until 11 o'clock. And we talked about how patience is so important because, guys, we're confident these patterns are going to set up. We're confident that when I see these patterns, I'm going to have the rules that I need, the tools that I need to get into these trades. And I'm confident that when I follow the best patterns, I'm going to see big winning trades here. So we had to be confident these types of trades were coming. We had to be patient to wait for those trades. We didn't want to force anything. We simply wait patiently, guys. And of course, our patience always pays very well. 11 o'clock here, guys, now on the crude. An hour after our first trade, we have the short-term trend is up. Now, at this trending up environment, you'll notice we have this red line here. Okay, red line here, just about 77, 75, 74. We, of course, made our swing high up top here, right, looking for this breaker pattern long, but we didn't see anything. We didn't see the break above the swing high for the breaker pattern long. So what do? We look for the counter trend trade. The counter trend trade says we're going to bounce off this level of resistance. We'll mark up our swing low here at 69, and then, of course, we'll make sure we get below our trigger line. That's right. For a two-step pattern, the most important thing is not the steep slope of it, it's the location of the trigger line. So we wanted to get below the swing low at 69. We then wanted to get below the trigger line, which is right here about 67, 68. And then once we got filled to 65, big sellers jump in, momentum points down. This is our two-step counter trend trade here, guys. First target +4, second target +8. We trail our stop all the way down, and we took our profit right down here about 55s, guys, when we started sitting here on this trend line. 21 ticks is the profit winner, 210 USD, guys, on 21 ticks. So at 11 o'clock, we saw a nice big winner here. What was the key component here, though, guys? A two-step pattern. What was the key? We had to wait to get below that trigger line. The trigger line was going to act as important support there, so we wanted to make sure we got below that trigger line before we took that short trade. That way we had plenty of room for the trade to run. All right, guys, still on crude here. Next up, only about 20 minutes later here, this was another, almost the exact same pattern. It's going to look almost the exact same here. Short-term trend was up. We have this level of resistance overhead, 77.85. We made a swing high up top, but you can see we never got the break of that swing high for the breaker pattern long. What are we looking for? Looking for that trend reversal. So we bounce off these highs. We make up our swing low here at 78s. Now in this case, guys, look, I'm now already below my trigger line. My trigger line is up here now, right about the 81, 82 level. So at 78, once I drop below 78s here, I'm good to go. I have no trigger line to worry about. You can see I've got plenty of room here to the downside to play with. So we took, of course, the entry here at 77. Didn't need to worry about getting below trigger line. We're already there. Below 78, got filled 77. First target +4. Stop down to entry +1. Got another lucky bounce there, guys. Got filled at +2 for our stop. Of course, 2 off at 4, 2 off at 2. That's 12 ticks or 120 USD. So, of course, another small winner here. We're going to keep swinging at the best patterns, guys, and hopefully we'll see some more big winners here. Finally, guys, here on Russell, 11:30. Now, you'll notice, guys, 11:03, 11:21, 11:36 now here on the Russell. Everything back to back to back. We literally did everything in a 30-minute period. Right? I had to wait from 8 to 11 o'clock, but then once we got to 11 o'clock, then we had lots of activity. So another example, guys, of how patience is one of the most important things to focus on, because if we would have gotten too, kind of over anxious in the beginning of the day, we may have gotten ourselves into a bad position where we weren't even able to trade this late in the morning if we take a stop, or if mentally we weren't in that confident position to keep trading. So focus on the best patterns, guys. And once again, our patience pays off. Short-term trend is down. I can tell the short-term trend is down by looking at the slope of my trigger line there. We mark up a level of support here, guys, about 7.7, 7.8. We marked up our swing low here, 7.4. We break below that swing low. Entry here was at 7.2. We got our +4. Move our stop down to entry +1. Got another lucky bounce there at a +2. So got filled at +2 there for 12 ticks or 120 USD. So another breaker pattern short going with the trend, right? Trending down, going with the trend here, guys. And as always, tally them up. 4 total trades, 1 nice big winner, 3 smaller winners, guys. They all add up to 59 ticks or 590 USD to finish up our day today, guys. A challenging day here, but of course, once again, the key word here, patience. Patience to wait for the high percentage patterns. Let's prep for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, so we know we've got jobless claims. 8:30 jobless claims tomorrow morning, guys. 10 o'clock factory orders, 10:30 nat gas. We'll also do tomorrow a webinar. Tomorrow's Thursday. Do a webinar tomorrow in our live trade room. So make sure you guys come out and join us for that. Free webinars. Whether you're a trial member or your guest. Let's recap. Live trade room is up tomorrow morning, 7:45. So come out and join us tomorrow morning, guys, 7:45 a.m. Eastern time. We'll open the room up. We'll do all of our technical preparation that we talked about earlier today, guys. We'll prep at 7:45 for the day ahead, so you don't want to miss that. We also have a webinar tomorrow, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11:30, free webinars. Don't forget the beginner's course has all the entry rules, the entry patterns, our routine. And guys, if you want more information about lifetime membership, please drop us an email, sales@schooloftrade.com. My name is Joseph Joseph James. Hope the video helps. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye for now.